Hi, I'm Annika Johnson from Al Johnson's in Sister Bay. I hope you enjoy my new video series called Door County Girl. These are stories of my life, the people and places that I love, and of course how we all survive here in northern Wisconsin. You can come back as often as you like, but don't forget to subscribe to Al's YouTube channel. I'll be posting lots of really cool new videos. So let's go. Welcome to another episode of Door County Girl. Today we are going to celebrate the the setup of the cherry drop up at Husby's. And this is Jaime Forrest and James Larsen. And this is where all the millions of people are going to be on New Year's Eve.
I'm glad you said millions. That's a lot.
Millions! Millions of people! Yeah, so I'm going to let you guys take it away. Are we walking over across the street?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, I'm going to follow you guys and you can tell me all about it. We're up above right now by the Sister Bay Bowl, where this whole balcony will probably be packed. And I would like to stay at the Door Hotel that night and just set my alarm for 1:45, come out, toast the New Year, yep, and then crawl back in bed. All right, let's go check it out.
Let's go.
Be in the middle.
We're rolling, and it's kind of busy in Sister Bay today, which is a good
We had
sign.
a nice day yesterday at Husby's. People are starting to show up.
Oh yeah.
Well, tell us a little bit.
Busy too. Let's cut across.
Well, basically, with the big game on Saturday night, we'll have a TV set up on the stage here to show the back of the Husby game.
Okay.
A couple years ago, we used to borrow these fire pits from Fuzzy at Fred and Fuzzy's to start fires down here. Now we've invested in some of these smokeless fire pits, so we'll have 4 of those going down here. You can see the woods here already. We'll have a bar with hot drinks and beers and some other beverages set up down in the garage here. And then also the filling station will be open, the space that's new the last few years. With game on in there, and there'll be heat in there as well.
Oh, I think that's the biggest question this year is, hey, nice hat!
Hey, are you guys here for the cherry drop? Come here. I gotta see your hat. We got matching hats. Everybody can buy their cherry drop hats like this young man. Now, are you gonna stay up till midnight?
I'll try.
You're gonna try? Okay, where are you guys from?
Chicago.
And you came up for the weekend?
Uh-huh.
And have you been here before for cherry drop? Well, many times.
All right, better.
I have the inaugural shirt, the first one.
Oh, I love it.
So
you're not just staying up. I never did when I was your age. I said I would, but I never did.
you got to have a nap, Annika.
Exactly. No, it will be fun. We love coming to Husby's.
Good.
Oh,
Yay.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Great.
Great hat, too.
Okay.
See you New Year's Eve.
See you later, guys. That's awesome. See, they already got your hat.
They're here.
No, they're like collector's items now. People have to tell us we should change it up. I'm like, no, everybody wants the same one all the time.
Yeah.
So it's great.
Okay, so go on, James. I'm sorry.
Just basically, we're going to do our best to heat this outside area, and we'll start the fires at about 6 o'clock. The people will be celebrating, getting ready for the new year. The timer, the cherry, the crane will all be here on Saturday.
We're getting a day ahead.
Yeah.
Day head
because
start.
that's not set up yet.
No.
There's this big crane, right?
Yeah, giant crane. We put the crane in the back parking lot. It's a new crane this year, which I think is taller.
A little bit taller, bigger and better,
Bigger and
shiny,
better.
newer. The crane company is
Sister Bay
super
way.
excited
Ooh, everything will be
because
bigger and better. Yeah.
So
matches the colors of cherry.
that'll arrive on Saturday, and then we'll start the countdown and have the game on, and just be celebrating out here from about 6 p.m. on. So
Okay,
then,
now do you stay up all night?
I try to make it till midnight if I can. That's always the goal. I'll be in the back mixing drinks, so hopefully I don't drink as many of the drinks as I mix, But yeah, midnight is always the goal. I've got a nice staff of people that are coming back from college that are looking for hours, and they're all going to be working outside here. So we've got a good crew, and really looking forward to it. It's always a fun night. And,
it is a fun night.
We'll have a DJ inside spinning music until about 3 o'clock in the morning. And of course, the lodge will be broadcasting out here. And
Greatest party tunes of all time. That kicks off at 10:30. So we actually get another radio friend in the business to put up speakers and kind of basically wire up all of the outside and downtown, so you can hear everything that's happening with Cherry Drop, probably all the way to Wild Tomato area in front of Stabur area. So it is.
You can sit on the roof down there.
You probably could. You could probably still hear it down there. And of course, once the cherry is up, you can see it from everywhere in Sister Bay and actually coming down the hill too. So it does do quite well at having a little draw. So a lot of people like to come in early, go through the tunnel of lights, have dinner, and like make a day or make a weekend of it. And it kind of culminates on New Year's Eve. And then it's kind of sketchy if they're going to get up early enough to make it over for a polar plunge or not.
Take a nap. That way you'll stay up later. Take some naps. Yeah. Now, James, do you have anything else to tell us before you walk away?
No, not really. The fireworks, I know, are there fireworks again this year? So fireworks
for
at
Sister
8,
Bay.
and near the sports complex.
Absolutely.
I assume.
Yep.
And then
that's always a big hit.
You can see them from here, and we typically see that big rush of people after the fireworks. But it should be a great evening and a lot going on.
Yeah, hopefully the skating rink is open then. It's been so warm.
I don't know. I'm okay with it being a little bit warm.
Yeah.
Our first year was so
Terribly cold. I remember I cracked a beer for someone and it just froze all the way up as soon as I got the top off.
Okay, well, we have James here right now, but I want you to tell us about how did this actually start? Whose idea was it?
Mike Mezek at the radio station at FM 106.9 The Lodge, one of his ideas from actually Flagstaff. He grew up in the Arizona area and they do a pine cone drop. And he's like, oh, we should do something like that in the winter. Nobody has a winter event, and this is the only one that we could like kind of stand out and do something for Sister Bay. And the next turned into a meeting, then we said, hey guys, you think we could make this giant cherry and we could like use your parking lot and drop it down? And they were like, does anybody have a crane?
They
Do we
came to us
have
with
a
the
thing?
idea, and we thought, of course, we're always looking for. There really wasn't much going on up here.
They were kind of skeptical. They're like, you want to do what? Sure.
We had lots of questions about insurance and all those types of things, but it was really a huge success. I think it's grown every year big time, and I can remember one year that it was so windy that Chad and I were holding onto the rope that controlled the cherry, and now we've moved on. We even have a full crew to handle all this.
That's right.
All this stuff. So.
How do you feel it's been? Do you remember like New Year's Eve before Cherry Drop and New Year's Eve after Cherry Drop?
Yeah, it definitely has added a lot of festivity to
I feel so too.
New Year's Eve, and you see a lot more families earlier in the day than typically we were always a place that everybody just came for drinks and dancing after dinner, and now you just see lots more families. As soon as that cherry is up, I feel like people are driving up here to just see it, whether they're at the drop or not. They just want to see the whole spectacle of it, and it really does. It doesn't look as great during the day.
No,
the cherry doesn't,
it's
but
quite ugly during the day.
Once it gets dark out, it really is beautiful. And so, people just really seem to enjoy it. We get tons of compliments on it all the time, and I really think it's been a great thing for Sister Bay, Door County in general.
Oh, gosh. And it's something to do now in the wintertime. It's kind of slow now.
Yeah.
So, just this weekend is a big hurrah. It gets kind of busy. Not everything's open, but Husby's is open. So
I feel like the core people are open, the standbys, and you might not have all the seasonality that you might see in the summer season, but I feel like there's a lot of things that people can still come up and do, regardless if there's snow or there's not snow.
Yeah, and usually weekends people are open, so you have to just check your smartphones, because I see you all staring at them all day long. So, anything else you want to tell us about this?
Absolutely. There's so much to talk about. We're bringing out the cherry on Friday. We kind of get it all dialed up, dust up, make sure all the lights are working, and then Saturday we're going to put it up on the crane. We kind of keep it at like a medium low level until the night of, and then we raise it up to about 120 feet because of wind or just concerns, and then more people have opportunities to take pictures of it in the shot. So we'll be here and kind of manning the outside with James' crew, and then Paula's next door with the bowl, a great viewing area. A lot of sponsors are now kind of behind it, and we put out a big photo booth With Trillion Diamonds and Jewelry, we bling everything up because it is New Year's Eve, so it's great to have a jewelry sponsor for that with Trillion. They're awesome. They really go above and beyond with making that look awesome. So we're here at the pop-up shop. If you need cheery merch, you need a fun hat, we'll of course have
like
that.
This, and then we'll all wear them like my dad.
Just kind of set it up on top.
That's an Islander thing, I feel like.
Just so you know. Yeah, I love it. Yeah.
A lot of times where people are looking at the weather, and years past it's been super cold. Last year we were really spoiled. It was really mild. It's just dress for the weather. There's plenty of places to warm up and come out and enjoy it.
We're from the Midwest.
Yeah.
We know how to dress. You don't have to tell us how to dress. We know that it's 80 one day and then minus 20 the next. Just got to have a couple of extra
layers.
pairs of shoes and hats and things like that.
Absolutely.
And if you don't bring one, you can buy one here.
The Sister Bay Advancement Association do a lot to help coordinate the things that we don't, like the stuff on the street, the stuff at the sports complex, tunnel of lights, fireworks, and even like some littler things that you might not think of, like porta potties, because not everybody can just go and two businesses, and you know, it's all the little details that we need to help think about. They do a fantastic job of helping us promote the event and pick up the places where maybe we don't have. We need an extra few hands to do. So
I didn't think about that.
Yeah,
porta potties.
They help organize
Everybody's
us.
drinking,
Right?
you gotta have porta potties. I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Well, it's not like the summer events where, like I said,
Yes.
you have a
Like
lot
during
more
Fall
opportunities.
Fest, we just see all the
Nice.
porta potties
Yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, I know. What time do you think people should arrive?
Fireworks at 8, then there's usually a little lull, and then people kind of start making their way back about 10:30. Between 11 and midnight, it starts to get busy.
I'd say last year by 11 it was standing room only, you know, this entire area out here. So get here before 11 if you want to be right here at ground zero for the cherry drop.
And it really does. It comes down right here. This is where it lands.
I love it.
At the corner of the deck.
Okay, Jamie, tell them about the time when it was super cold.
So it was so cold. How cold was it? Let's see, our equipment froze. So we were out without music for about 15 minutes till we could take hand warmers and put our equipment in between a hand warmer and in gloves and then hook all the wires up to again. But the hand warmers wouldn't work outside. We had to go in, warm up the hand warmers to get them started, and then come back outside. And then James, of course, with the beer.
We had this great idea that we had built, well, we had snow, so we built a snow bar on the deck, a bar built out of snow, and we're trying to serve bottled beer, and you'd open a beer and it would freeze all the way to the top immediately, so we realized that wasn't going to work. So we didn't have the garage open that year. We didn't really know how big of a crowd we were going to draw, and it obviously turned into way more than we expected. And the inside of Husby's smelled like everybody been standing around a campfire, and we had a big old time inside.
It smelled like Wisconsin.
Yeah,
It smelled like
it.
a party at your friend's house.
Yeah.
Okay, and then you guys, I forgot who said it, but when the cherry drop was going to happen that time when it was cold, there was nobody here, and then you said all of a sudden
They just came out of the woodwork.
It was like
woodwork.
5-10 minutes before. It was just like everybody came in the
Basically,
street.
That was in the bar.
Yay! And then everybody came
outside
back
and went right back in. It was about 10 minutes long.
That's so
John
funny.
was on the roof across the street.
Oh yeah, these two that are filming, they were up above the Sister Bay Bowl up there, and John was telling us a little story about Mickey
Oh my
almost
God.
falling off the roof.
Oh yeah, she was dancing.
She was
on the edge.
dancing and almost fell off
Right.
the roof.
Yeah.
There's always a backstory to something else. All right, anything else you
How
want
many
to say?
lights on the church?
Yeah, how many lights?
They are actually little red net lights, and there's about 700 to 800 lights. And then we do a LED panel for the blinking year, which is always my nemesis. But
Who built it?
my brother and my dad. Yeah, we built it in our garage. So the cherry itself was as big as we could make it and still get it out the garage door. So it was a family affair on a couple trials.
Where do you
I
store
think
it?
it's
welding.
great.
Where do you store it? When you,
It's stored here in Sister
An
Bay.
undisclosed location in Sister Bay.
Yes, undisclosed.
It's in hiding right now.
It's and it hangs, so you can pulley it up inside the storage unit. So it should be okay. I mean, knock on wood, we check the lights every year, and
my gosh. Yeah,
Make it
how
happen.
exciting.
I always feel like we need to upgrade, but frankly,
We don't.
I don't think, I mean, there's not a lot to it. It's interesting that Traverse City across in Michigan does a cherry drop, and we didn't really know that first year, but now we kind of talked with our neighbors across the pond, and I feel at some point we need to do the dueling cherries of some type.
Oh, yeah.
But
They
nonetheless.
weren't mad about it, though.
Oh no, they were super helpful, and they thought it was cute. And,
Yeah.
but they also draw a pretty large crowd for
Oh, I bet.
the Traverse City version of their cherry drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It is pretty neat.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say? Because I learned a lot.
That's it for me.
Come
I
and be
gotta-
a New Year's Eve reveler.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna come this
Yeah.
year. I always watched it at a distance, but I've never been like actually in the thick of it. So
Yeah, I feel like people should have like costumes and sparkles and no
Yeah,
confetti.
Jamie was talking
We have
about
issues with
possibly making it
confetti.
where you come in costume like Halloween, which would be fun. And I
You
was
could
just
come as the cherry.
Somebody should dress as a cherry.
yeah, people could come dressed up as cherries.
But like even at other festivals with their funky hats or who knows what.
Well, I
We
didn't
had a
know-
T-Rex one year and I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it come back.
I was telling Jamie that a long time ago when I was looking at old pictures and I saw a picture of my dad wearing a costume. And I said, Mom, what the heck is Dad wearing? And she goes, oh, they had these parties at AC Tap in the middle of the winter in February, and they called them the Al's Appreciation Parties, but everybody would dress up in costume and come in February, and my dad came dressed as Cupid in a diaper and angel wings. That was it. He was naked with just the diaper on, and he had this little bow and arrow, and he was shooting it at people because it was around Valentine's Day. So needless to say, costumes sound like fun.
Sounds fun. Bring it back.
Bring back those costumes.
Bring it back.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Okay.
hosting the cherry
Yeah, of
drop.
course. Thank you
Yeah,
for
thanks you
inventing
guys.
the cherry
It's
drop.
exciting, something great to look forward to. And if you've never been to one, you should come and try one out. If you love it or you hate it, at least you can say you were here.
Absolutely. Everyone I feel like just they make the best of what it is that they're doing, their event.
Exactly.
It
Something
is
fun, yeah.
really
something
part of
fun
the
and
season.
different. We love
Absolutely.
it.
Come
All
visit
right.
us.
Well, thanks for joining us for another episode of Door County Girl. And thank you for coming to visit. And you
Thank
can
you.
meet some more people if you like and subscribe at the bottom of the page and learn more about Door County and what's going on even in the winter. See you, everyone. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Thanks for watching Door County Girl. Don't forget to subscribe, and we will see you next time.